Hey everybody, it's me, just making a new video today. This time it's gonna be wrestling. I'm gonna, but before I get to this video, I gotta say the next video I'm gonna give you this is gonna be the top 10 Royal Rumbles, my top 10 Royal Rumble winners. But before I get to this video, because I don't have that much time and I want to get and explain why they're my top 10 Royal Rumble winners. My next video is going to be my WrestleMania Dream Card. Well, no, it's going to be who I think is going to win the Royal Rumble. And I'm going to give you Royal Rumble predictions and my Royal Rumble predictions for the pay-per-view. But the next video is going to be my who I think should win the Royal Rumble, and it's going to go into brief detail about that and explain why this person should win the Royal Rumble. And it should be a pretty good video because I got 3 or 4 guys who I think actually should win the Royal Rumble. And it might not be on some of you guys' list, but it's going to be on my list of the 4 guys I think might win. And out of the 4, the one main guy that needs to win the Royal Rumble. Anyhow, getting off that topic, this video is going to be my top 10 Royal Rumble winners. I mean, the Royal Rumble had a lot of good winners. I mean, 1988 or 1987, you had Hacksaw Jim Duggan. 1988, you had the Big John Studd, and then the list goes on from there. And then you had Hulk Hogan win it in 1990, and then won it in 1991, and then Ric Flair won it in 1992. And then, you go on from there. So Royal Rumble had some pretty good winners. It had some not so good winners with Vince McMahon winning in 1999, but that was all part of the storyline, so you could forgive that. And then you had other guys that I'm not going to get to, but yeah, I'm going to start with this list. At number 10, I got to go with Yokozuna. I mean, I didn't want to go with it, but he was built as a monster in 1993, and when he entered the Royal Rumble in 1993, he was just dominant. He went through a lot of guys in the Royal Rumble. He was probably the hardest participant to throw out because of his weight size. He was undefeated, he was unbeatable, he was unstoppable. And then when it came down to him and Macho Man, everyone knew that Macho Man Randy Savage had no chance against Yokozuna, and Yokozuna ended up winning the Royal Rumble in probably one of the worst kind of fashions to eliminate somebody, where Savage did the elbow drop and pinned him, which he shouldn't have pinned, idiot. And then Yokozuna just tossed him over the rope. But still, Yokozuna, before that, he was dominant in the Royal Rumble before he won it, and it really showed in this 1993 Royal Rumble. Even though I feel the 1993 Royal Rumble was probably one of the worst Royal Rumbles, but still, he was dominant, and his character, his character did what he was supposed to do, and he was just strong going into WrestleMania 9. We then go to number 9, 2007. It was The Undertaker. What can you say about The Undertaker? He was pretty dominant. He stayed in the Royal Rumble longer than most people thought, even though everyone knew he was going to win the Royal Rumble, and it was just his time. And really, him and Shawn Michaels were probably the last 2 to be in the Royal Rumble, and then Undertaker ended up eliminating Shawn Michaels. Thus, Undertaker would be strong heading into WrestleMania 23, and he would end up beating Batista. But in this Royal Rumble, Undertaker looked real dominant, and it showed in this matchup. At number 8, I got Chris Benoit from the 2004 Royal Rumble. In this Royal Rumble, I think he was like number 2 or number 3, and he looked real strong coming into the Royal Rumble. He was throwing some guys out. Most guys had a hard time getting him out of the Royal Rumble, and really he just looked real strong, and he looked tough, and he looked like he was on a mission, even though in storyline wise. But yeah, he ended up lasting longer than most people thought. Ended up by eliminating the Big Show, and thus he would head on to WrestleMania 20 and beat Triple H in that triple threat match with him and Shawn Michaels and Triple H. We then go to number 7, the 1992 Royal Rumble winner, Ric Flair. He's probably got to be one of the best, but he's not my number 1. I put him at number 7, but still he was he was dominant in the Royal Rumble. Well, really not dominant, but he stayed in longer than most people in the Royal Rumble did, and he was number 2. He found ways to keep himself from not getting eliminated. He even teamed with people. He was a heel and he was teaming with faces, helping them out or having them help him out, and he just lasted long. In the end, he ended up eliminating Sid Justice, thus winning the Royal Rumble and winning the WWE title. And that's why he's my number 7 Royal Rumble winner, because he won the title and he did what it took to stay in the Royal Rumble. At number 6, I got Stone Cold Steve Austin from the 1998 Royal Rumble. He had a mark on his chest because he was stunning guys and he was claiming he was gonna win the Royal Rumble, and he did just that by being real dominant, eliminating guy after guy after guy, and he stayed in there long and he held it on. He toughed it out. He kept himself from not being eliminated. He even joined forces with Dude Love and ended up turning on Dude Love, eliminating him. Then it was between him and The Rock, and he ended up giving The Rock the Stone Cold Stunner and then throwing The Rock out, thus winning the 1998 Royal Rumble, and then thus officially going into WrestleMania 14 to beat Shawn Michaels for the title. We then go with The Rock from 2000, his Royal Rumble. He looked really strong going in the Royal Rumble. He eliminated a lot of guys in the Royal Rumble, and he managed to stay in there, and he ended up being the last of the 2 between him and Big Show, and he ended up throwing the Big Show out, eliminating him, thus winning the Royal Rumble. Number 4, I got Lex Luger, Bret Hart from the 1994 Royal Rumble. Both guys look strong coming into the Royal Rumble, although Bret Hart had a match teaming up with Owen Hart against the Quebecers. Both guys still look strong coming into the Royal Rumble, although storyline-wise, Bret Hart had a knee injury, and really most of the guys were working on it, but he managed to stay in and tough it out, eliminate a couple guys. In the end, both guys ended up being the last 2, thus eliminating each other, and they came to a decision to have 2 co-Royal Rumble winners. Something you haven't seen in previous Royal Rumbles, but it happened here. We then go to the number 3 Royal Rumble winner, which was Shawn Michaels from 1995. He managed to stay in there, hang tough, eliminate a couple guys, work together with faces, work together with heels, and in the end he managed to eliminate the British Bulldog by holding his feet over the ropes, managed to bounce back and eliminate him just when the British Bulldog thought he won, and Shawn Michaels won. Number 2, I gotta go with Brock Lesnar from 2003's Royal Rumble. He looked strong, he looked dominant, and it showed in this matchup. And in the end, Brock Lesnar ended up winning the Royal Rumble, and that's why I got him at number 2, because he was probably one of the strongest guys coming into the Royal Rumble, because he had so much momentum, and he had a match earlier with Big Show, and that made it even better with him going into this matchup. Then at number 1, I go with Hulk Hogan from the 1991 Royal Rumble. Really, he looked dominant and threw a lot of guys out, and he managed to hang in the Royal Rumble without being thrown out, and he managed to win, and that's why I got him at number 1, because he looked strong going into the 1991 Royal Rumble when everyone already knew he was going to win, but he kind of made it look like he wasn't, but he ended up winning. Anyhow, that's it for my video. Just thought I'd give you my top 10 Royal Rumble winners. Had to go through the list real quickly because I was running out of time. Anyhow, I hope to give you a video tomorrow, which will be who I think should win the Royal Rumble, my 4 guys, and who I really think out of those 4 will win the Royal Rumble. Hope you like my video, rate, comment, and before I say my other thing, if you make a comment, make sure it's a good comment. If you make a stupid comment saying wrestling's fake or anything like that, then I'm gonna block you, because I'm tired of hearing those comments, because I already know it's fake. It just entertains me, so don't put a stupid comment like that again for anybody who decides to put something like that. Anyhow, if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe if you haven't seen them, and I hope to give you another video sometime tomorrow because I'm running out of time. I'm out. See you tomorrow. Peace.